Samsung's doing it. They're bringing back the Note. So here it is. This is the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 coming out very, very soon. And I know you're wondering, why did they bring out another Note? The last one exploded. Well, Samsung says that they're fans of the Note. They're very, very passionate about it, and they love them some S Pen. So even though the specs in this phone are very similar to the Galaxy S8 Plus, there are a few differences with the S Pen that we need to talk about. But before we get into that, there's a bunch of like standard phone stuff to get into. So let's break this phone down. So the big thing with every single Note is that it has a gigantic screen, and on the Note 8 it is gigantic. It is 6.3 inches, but it's basically the same tech as you'll see in the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. So it's 2960 by 1440 and 18 by 5 by 9 aspect ratio, so it's very, very tall. But Samsung did a couple of things differently here. If you look at the curved screen, and of course there is a curved screen, it curves a little bit less than it does on the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus, and that's so that you can have more writing surface, Samsung says. They've also added some better multitasking. So one of the things you can do is you can launch 2 apps and pair them together. So in your launcher, you will have like 2 app icons next to each other. So if you always launch, I don't know, messaging and memos, you can always have those pop up at the same time, which is pretty nice. Not a lot of people do as much multitasking as they could on these big phones, but having the S Pen to drag the window size, it makes it more convenient. And as long as we're talking about the S Pen, let's show you some of the other new stuff that you can do. So my favorite new feature is they have this thing called a live message. So you tap on this from the little pop-up that comes up from the S Pen, and you can start drawing on it. But when you draw the message, you can then save it as a standard animated GIF. So when you send it out via, text message, Allo if you're crazy, or whatever messenger service you're using, it will work with this thing, and when it gets received on the other end, they actually get to watch the animation happen. It's kind of similar to what you can do with an iPhone and iMessage, but it works across basically every single app. And of course, the S Pen stylus does what S Pen and Styli have always done. If you pull it out with the screen off, you can take a note directly on the off screen, although now on the Note 8 you can add up to 100 pages to your meeting note if you want, which is nice. The slightly larger screen and the S Pen aren't the only reasons to pick the Note 8 over the Galaxy S8 Plus or the Galaxy S8. The other big reason are the cameras. Samsung is putting dual cameras inside the Note 8 without having a big old camera bump on them, and they're doing a lot of really cool stuff with these 2 lenses. So first of all, they're both 12 megapixel. One is a wide angle lens and one is a telephoto lens. So you can turn on dual capture. And what that does is it takes a live focus. You can see I've got all the blur and everything else going on here. But it also takes both the wide angle and the telephoto, so you've got different options. So it's Samsung's flagship phone, so you expect flagship specs. And flagship right now means a few really straightforward things. It means a Snapdragon 835 processor in the US. They'll use their own Exynos stuff elsewhere in the world. It means 6 gigabytes of RAM and a default of 64 gigs of storage in the US, but it's expandable with microSD on your own. It also means that it has a 3300 milliamp battery. We don't know how long that's going to cause this thing to last. I'm sure that Samsung would tell you all day. We do know that that battery has gone through Samsung's brand new, super safe 8-step process to keep explosions from happening. And it's easy to make explosion jokes, and of course I'm doing it because I like doing easy things. But the S8 and the S8 Plus haven't had any problems, and so it's probably safe to assume that this new Note will not have any problems either. Last but not least, both the phone and, the stylus are IP68, which means that it is resistant to water and dust. When you drop this thing in the toilet or you drop the stylus in the toilet, you'll be fine. Oh, one more thing that's super interesting to me, because I'm a super nerd, Samsung has updated DeX, which is this phone dock that you can plug it into, and then it turns the phone into a computer. You can use it on your monitor with a keyboard and a mouse. It's way faster now. The switching between phone and desktop is bam bam. It used to take like up to a minute to make that switch happen. It is basically like a Chromebook but running Android. It feels really good to use. You will see there's an extra button underneath the volume buttons. That is for Bixby, Samsung's personal assistant that is designed to help you figure out how to do stuff on the phone and not compete directly with Siri and the Google Assistant and whatever. You can hold it down to launch Bixby Voice. You probably can't remap it because you definitely can't do that on the S8 and the S8 Plus. it's there. Samsung's trying to build an ecosystem. We'll see how they do with that. So what do we know about the Note 8? Well, we know it's big. It's a Note. They're really big. We know that it has good performance. We know that it has some really intriguing cameras that I'm very excited to test out against current generation iPhones and even the next generation iPhone. We know it has an S Pen, and we know that it's coming soon. And last but not least, in the US, we know that it's only coming in black and gray. We may get some other options in the future. What we don't know yet is a release date or a price, but I anticipate the release date is very soon and the price is very high.